So this is about a 60-second clip of my artist studio before I use the Konmari Method from the book The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. And I actually filmed like a 5-minute long organization YouTube video tour. I actually took it down because after understanding that it was very cluttered, you can see all the clutter in here, I was a little embarrassed, and I did save the original footage to show you all, but even though it looks pretty neat, really this was just a way for me to jam as much stuff as possible into a small space. This artist studio is like 10 feet by 12 feet, so I was really proud of myself for look how many things I fit in here. One of the things that I really learned from this book is finding a home for every single thing that you own so that you know where things go and they're easy to put away. One of the mistakes that I made in the studio was trying to include too many things in a small space. So for example, I had all of my small electronics on my laptop. I had a little folding table desk for that stuff right next to the shelf, and I'd actually sealed off one of the doors to this room so that I could have room for that, and it was really just too much. Honestly, when I'm working on my laptop, I normally am sitting in my bed listening to music and just being comfortable, so I did move all of that stuff out of the studio. I did reduce the number of decorative items I had hanging up on my wall, so that way the room looks a little bit more spacious and less cluttered. I know that a lot of artists are like myself and tend to end up with multiple projects going on at once, sometimes to the point where there's so many projects that it's a mess and you don't want to work on any of them. So I got these 3 metal bins to store my in-progress projects. Another thing that I learned from this book, which has made organization and accessing my supplies so much easier, is to utilize vertical storage. So I've done that underneath my desk with my bins containing different categories of art supplies. And also I have flipped my artist portfolios vertically so that it's easier to access the paper that I'm storing inside them. So this is one thing about the Konmari method that I absolutely love. I have really tried to implement vertical storage throughout my space, and one of the things that I actually did purchase to put into the space was this kind of Lazy Susan art supply organizer. I got it at my local art store, which is called Plaza Arts. The 3 things that I really learned from this book and directly implemented in this space were to get rid of things that you don't use, things that are expired, and items that don't belong in the space. The second thing was to organize things vertically so that you can access everything super easily. And the third thing was to start organizing things by category so that everything has a home and you know where it is. I really hope that you enjoyed seeing the before and after of this cleanup project, and maybe you got some inspiration. I really do recommend the book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you on here again. Reese, are you interrupting my YouTube video again? Really? Maurice, you must be very proud of yourself. Yeah, why don't you just rub yourself all over that right after I cleaned it for this video? Thanks.